The Coach's Corner is presented by Joyce's Jewelry, building trust, loyalty, and relationships for over 40 years.
Welcome back to the WVU Coaches Show. Joining us now on the program is first-year head coach of the WVU baseball program, Steve Sabins. Steve, 18-1 to start this season. Needless to say, your club playing some really good baseball.
Yep, guys have played great. I was excited how it started. Sometimes early in the season it takes a little while to get going, just being a further north team. Going down south, but I think we've done a nice job handling the ball. We've pitched it well, we've played clean defense, and there's been some games that we've shown really good offense up to this point.
Well, seemingly this team clicked right away. A 13-0 start to the season, the fourth best start to a season in program history. What was it about this team that allowed this group of players to get off to such a good start?
I think the depth of our team is unique. We've been able to play a lot of different players and win while doing that. So early in the season, you have to put different guys in there to see how they compete and how they fit together to try to put the puzzle pieces together. And so to be able to do that while getting wins is a luxury. Sometimes you lose some games because you put players in situations to see how they'll react. And our guys have done really well, and we've learned a lot while being able to clip away some wins in the non-conference play and then kind of start to solidify the lineup and roles a little bit more in the last week to 10 days.
So, kind of asked you about surprises. No one could have foreseen what happened last weekend in Stillwater there, the circumstances of weather and the fires that started. You obviously know that area very well. Just talk about what your team went through. Obviously, the impact a lot bigger than baseball and what happened there in Oklahoma, but speak to what your team went through. I know you had to change hotels at one point.
Yeah, I think the message was our team was going through stuff, but there were people in that community going through a lot worse. So there were homes being burnt down while we were staying in Stillwater. Definitely unique. Friday, the game got canceled because of high winds and some smoke and fire and air quality in the area. And so we went to practice on Friday, baseball gear, equipment, ready to roll. And about halfway through practice, our director of operations, Joey Cuomo, came up to me. He said, "Our hotel's been evacuated. We don't currently have anywhere to stay." I was like, interesting. So we ended up getting a hotel in Tulsa, and so we bussed down there Friday night to stay in Tulsa, but our guys didn't have clothes, toothbrushes, deodorant, razors, anything like that, and so the staff was excellent. Chris Riley's wife happened to be in Tulsa and went and bought care packages for each one of our guys. So Saturday morning for breakfast, our dudes rolled down and there was about 30 guys in white wife beaters and Walmart undershirts. And so looked pretty funny, but they just stayed the course, man. The kids were so resilient. I don't know if they knew that we were dodging wildfires on the way to the Tulsa airport because literally the state was burning. Most of the highways were closed down, had to take alternative routes to get there. There was a lot of devastation, and so Saturday kind of regrouped, got a game plan together that we would play on Sunday. 4 days, 3 different hotels, 2 games canceled, a whole different way to kind of look at how you're going to pitch and how you're going to compete, but you get the W, so I would trade that every day of the week.
Well, and there's no easy transition from what transpired there in Oklahoma to what you're going to face here in Morgantown this weekend, but we had to make that transition. So let's get you to our key, or to your key to the game, brought to you, of course, by Asperg Auto of Charleston. So a good Arizona team coming in here this weekend. They've won 16 out of their last 17. What is the key to taking this series against the Wildcats?
Yeah, they're an excellent team with a lot of tradition. I think in top 10 all-time Omaha appearance team. We obviously went to their place to play in a regional last year. For us, we need to have consistent starting pitching, and so we've named Griffin Kern, Gavin Van Kempen, and Carson Estridge as our 3 starters. They weren't in that role last week because of the issues that were going on in Stillwater, so we need those guys to clip off big chunks of innings, throw strikes, and compete and give us good starts, and we got a chance.
All right, Steve, appreciate the time. We'll see you next week.
Yep, thanks.
There he is, Steve Sabins. Make sure to stay with us here on the WVU Coaches Show.
The Coach's Corner is presented by Joyce's Jewelry, building trust, loyalty, and relationships for over 40 years.